All right, welcome. Let's do a league with blue-white spirits just to have some fun. A little bored right now, so figured may as well go ahead and do a stream. The only changes that I made to the list since the last time that I played this deck, I added additional copies of Unsettled Mariner, so we're gonna run the full play set. And I shaved, I think, a Selfless Spirit to make room for the additional copy. The sideboard is pretty much the same. So that said, let's go ahead and jump right in. Awesome. All in the play. See what kind of hand we get. This looks like a keep. Guess we play Seachrome Coast as our first land. Hey, what's going on, Four Dogs? Hope you're having a fantabulous Sunday. What's going on in your neck of the woods? First person to say hi in Twitch chat today always feels good. Bob Burglar with the sub right off the bat. Thank you so much for the sub, love. Get in here and get your love. These are my hype hands. Thank you for boarding the submarine. I appreciate that. I hope you're having an awesome Sunday as well. Let's go ahead and play the Seachrome Coast and pass. I am glad that you received a notification. Other than that, I just posted one thing in my Discord, and I didn't even make a tweet this time. A hype hands gif. I don't know why I do that. It's just something that we adopted over time. Enjoy spamming your emotes all around Twitch and wherever you see fit. Appreciate your being here. Tavern Naming Spirit, and let's play Unsettled Mariner this turn. River of Tears, so that's a blue Tron card. It's also could be a fairies card. Not really sure what the opponent's up to just yet. Okay, it might be Esper Control. A deck that's picking up steam lately. Esper Control can be a little tricky with their Kaya's Guiles and things. I think we'll go ahead and shock this in. And I'll pass the turn holding up Spell Queller. I believe that to be our opponent's deck. The only thing that makes sense. I could have played Drogskull Captain last turn. Perhaps that was a better play. Try and get comfortable in my seat here, pardon me. Perhaps that was a better play. They likely don't cast a spell into the Spell Queller, and they probably are like a draw go style. Fetching here. So I don't have that much experience with this deck. Um, I've probably played 30 games tops, even though I have the deck in paper. Here I think we'll flash in Spell Queller. That could be the case. We can do it uncounterably, which is nice. So the only problem with this is that it plays right into a Supreme Verdict, which I feel like with the opponent having 6 cards, they're likely to have access to. Looks like they don't have that card in hand and they just conceded. How about them apples? Okay, so versus control. We probably want Rest in Peace here if I imagine they have Snapcaster Mage. Um, that might be the only card that I'm interested in here. I think we can cut Spectral Sailors. What's up, Stovetop? Hope you're having the happiest of Sundays. Um, how's everything going with you? Esper is low on verdicts, but has blown out my poor messenger over and over again with Kaya's Guile. Yeah, Kaya's Guile impresses me more and more. I think that card is like the Orzhov Kolaghan's Command. We could cut Shacklegeist. They're just not likely to have that many creatures. We'll sort our cards by converted mana cost. Still getting used to mana value. Just got back from the dog park. Um, I just got done playing with my dog, if that counts. Like I said, in depends on how much we want to ferry on the battlefield, which is not much. Card really hurts our deck. Alright, they can take a card from my hand. They also lose 2 life, which is not nothing. They take the Drogskull Captain. Okay, was hoping for another creature. I suppose we could sandbag this land, represent another Spell Queller in hand. Or we could just pass the turn actually holding up Spell Queller. Attack the fairy here. Guess I'll just play the land. It might matter later. And do I hold up Spell Queller here? I think I do. Let's attack for 1. Go grab Hollowed Fountain. Play Cavern. I'm content beating down with this 1/1. Eventually the opponent will cast a spell that we can Queller. Okay, Drogskull Captain will go ahead and cast pre-combat. Mausoleum Wanderer now 2/2. So they're going to draw 2 cards here. I think that's fine. And an opt, also fine. Another opt. Alright, so they're just sculpting the perfect hand over there. So Drogskull Captain resolves and we swing for 3. It's tempting to play Spell Queller end of turn here, but I don't think we have to. I think we can just wait for our opponent to make the first move. Supreme Phantom I like. And it's still not quite lethal if we flash in Spell Queller on the attack. Kaya's Guile. Alright. I guess it's time to Queller. And move to combat. Opponent having a scry. And they put one card on bottom and one on top. And they scoop. Non-rotating formats are kind of where it's at in terms of value propositions. That's right, they did put Brainstorm in Historic. Seems kind of bold. On the play, let's see what kind of hand we get. Oh, okay. Yeah, Lumimancer is a pretty aggressive card. I can see why that would suck to play against. Burst Fist. I'm not sure. Probably through the breach with would be the deck I recommend out of those decks. But I'm more familiar with the like blue red Kiki Jiki Mirror Breaker combo. If I was on the draw, I would probably keep this. Alright, this is just worse. Need to hit a land. I could keep this and hope to hit a land. Maybe put back one of the Shackle Geists. I think I'm going to keep this and hope to get lucky. We could also put back a 3-drop. I think I'll put back the Skyclave Apparition. Noble Hierarch. This might be Infect. So we didn't hit the lands. Instant regret. Duskwatch Recruiter? Okay. Got my attention. This might be Devoted Druid combo. This is a big part of that combo. Well, we knew the risks. I knew the risks of not keeping that, or keeping one lander, and I did it anyways. I think missing one land drop is acceptable, but missing two is not going to end well. My opponent is going for Collected Company in my upkeep. Okay, it's Heliod. Well, You mean new twin? That's a basically Splinter Twin, right? So the opponent already has infinite life. I'm just gonna concede here. Guess we need some ways to interact with the opponent, so we'll bring in these paths. I think we can cut the selfless spirits. And maybe a Shacklegeist. How are you doing today, Burst Fist? Happy Sunday. Thanks for joining the stream. This hand is not great, but I will keep. We can lead off with Aether Vial. Play Shacklegeist on 2. I'm doing alright. A little low on energy, but I'll make it. Been a long day, long weekend. I did 2 days worth of errands yesterday in 1 day. So that hopefully I could sit around and do jack nothing today. But as it turns out, ended up doing a lot of lawn work. I agree. We did get a lot accomplished. My wife has the green thumb between us. Play another cavern here. So I'll set a stop on. Hey, why can't I do this? It's locked. Okay. Need to set a stop on upkeep. We want to try and slow the opponent's mana down. Alright, cool. Put Vial on 2. Play Plains here. Drogskull Captain there. And I don't think we attack with the wait. I think we don't have to tap Shacklegeist to do that. I think we attack with just the Shacklegeist. Probably worth it here to keep them off Coco. This card has actually impressed me quite a bit. It's very innocuous looking, but it really does a good job in the deck. At disrupting the opponent. Almost functions like a miniature cryptic command in some ways. Okay, they do run Devoted Druid. That's interesting. Maybe they're like a hybrid build. Opponent thinking about something here. Let's put Vial on 3. Skyclave Apparition. Yes, please. Don't mind if I do. I do not want to die to Devoted Druid combo. We could wait and do this on their turn. They might actually... No, they can't block. I'm gonna go ahead and do this now. We'll hit the combo piece. I'll go ahead and set a stop on their upkeep. Then before damage, we'll violin Drogskull Captain. And on their upkeep, I'm going to use Stracklegeist to tap down the Bird's Paradise again. Unless, of course, they have a removal spell for it. Sweet. So that strategy worked out pretty well. I'll be right back. I gotta go figure out why my dog is woofing. Alright, do we want to change anything? Shacklegeist actually looked pretty darn impressive there. I think I'll actually bring in a fourth one and maybe cut one of these mariners, as they're probably skimping on interaction. Alright, I kind of like this hand. Yep, Noble Hierarch. Let's play an island here, Vial, and pass. Just waiting for our opponent to let this Vial resolve. Well, I think we know what that's targeting. Skyclave goes after Aether Vial. Here we'll shock in a Hollowed Fountain. And I think I want to play Unsettled Mariner this turn. Pass back. Opponent attacks. We'll take 3. Here's an upkeep Collected Company. And we need to get a little bit lucky here. Need them not to just have it. Devoted Druid and Spike Feeder. Okay. Well, that's pretty scary. Kind of wonder if I'm supposed to attack here. If they double block, we remove a combo piece at the very least. Guess I'll pass the turn holding up Queller. Vizier of Remedies is a must counter. And there's still another combo that we need to worry about. Finale of Devastation for X equals 3, so that's probably going to be for Heliod. I'll go ahead and scoop. I'm not gonna try and make them play it out. On the play, word. With a really bad hand. All of that. And keep this. Whoa. Um, cancel. Put back one of these Aether Vials. Now we get to look like taxes. Steam vents. Vial goes to 1 here. Alright, the jig is up. Cavern naming spirit. And I think I'll pass the turn holding up rattle chains. Young Pyromancer. I haven't seen that card in a while. There's a blast from the past. So rattle chains gives all of our spirits flash. So does Aether Vial. Attack for 2 here. I think we might have wanted to take advantage of the fact that they were tapped out there. What's up, young Pyromentor? Happy Sunday. Spirit action. So Opt makes a elemental. Am I supposed to block the young Pyromancer with one of our spirits if they attack with it? They probably don't attack with it even. Wow. Offering the trade. They must have a bolt or something. This might be Delver. Okay, Unsettled Mariner resolves. I think I'll play Shacklegeist here. Yeah, I... Poor choice of words. I cast Unsettled Mariner, and I wanted to do that first, so that if they do decide to target the blocker to save the Young Pyromancer, it costs more mana. Oh, I played the wrong card. Well, I guess I'll take 2 here. I forgot this can't block, but only creatures with flying, so. Let's put Vial on 3. We now have a pretty good answer to Young Pyromancer. We'll go ahead and attack. Okay. I think I'll go ahead and play Skyclave Apparition. Because it feels like they're going to try and follow up that Young Pyromancer with 2 spells. Or a spell. And get 2 elementals. And let's get a basic island here in case they're a Blood Moon deck. Um, Move to combat. Send in everybody but Skyclave. And this Plains in our hand is a Spell Queller. Nice, got the concession. So where there is a Young Pyromancer, there is a lot of 1-drops. Suppose Chalice of the Void could come in handy here. Chalice on 1. Meaning we can cut some Spectral Sailors. Yup. Chalice on 1 should shut off a ton of their cards. Lightning Bolt, Opt, Serum Visions. And then Aryak Champions also seems kind of tight. Think we can cut some Shacklegeist. They just don't really seem all that wonderful for this matchup. Fun fact, in Legacy, I cast a turn 1 Chalice against Pyromancer deck, and because Probe was still legal, they untapped, jammed 4 spells into the Chalice, and beat me down with a 2-1 and 4 1-1s. Wow. That's quite unfortunate. Sounds like something that would happen to yours truly. So I'm into this hand. If they try and Blood Moon us, we do have Aether Vial. I wonder what the white is for. Probably like timely reinforcements and things of that nature. Let's go ahead and drop Vial and pass. There it is. Put Vial on 1. Chalice on 1. Pass turn. Triggered. Depot comfy. The suspense. Ah, boo. Engineered explosives. I guess that card was coming in anyways. They're gonna use it on Chalice. Womp womp. If only. Imagine running out engineered explosives on 0 in your elemental tokens deck. Yes, I have. I can live without it, but it's definitely an additive. It does add a lot to the experience. So I could realistically chump block that with an unsettled mariner here. I mean, taco salad is. I mean, you can't go wrong with tacos. Well, you can. You can go very wrong with tacos if you eat too many, but I digress. Oh, you want me to play the spell queller for no value? What do you want me to do? Block? Poor dogs, you want me to flash in the spell queller here for no value? Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to make them pay them mana. Whoops. Damn it. Actually, it worked out. Yeah, young pyromancer's in the graveyard. Oh no. I can't cast Ariok Champion. Can't cast Ariok Champion. Blood Moon. All right, we've got Aether Vial. Now we super can't cast our Yak Champion. Drawing another Lord here would be wonderful. Okay. We've got ourselves a game. Because now we're pretty good versus Anger the Gods. And I think I'm going to Vial in this Lord before damage. They only blocked one. Take 7? Nice. Spirits, man. Good deck. Round 4? On the play. Yet again. This hand seems sick. Look at this curve. Mausoleum Wanderer into either Rattle Chains or Shacklegeist into Spell Queller. Potentially Unsettled Mariner if the matchup warrants it. Maz Wanderer and pass. On Flooded Strand. Could this be the mirror? Might be. Let's go ahead and play Cavern here since I know we're on spirits. And I think it might behoove us to pass the turn holding up Rattle Chains. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Does mean that we lose out on a point of damage, but I think it's better to play this on their end step. With Cavern, of course. Kind of does feel like the mirror. Foretold card. Okay. So that must be Behold the Multiverse. Meaning our opponent is probably blue-white control. Meaning we better play fast here. Alright, I am content to play Unsettled Mariner here, I think. Maybe it's better just to play a Shacklegeist here. Or just continue to hold up Spellqueller. I will fetch. Get a Hallowed Fountain. And I think we play Shacklegeist here because it doesn't get blocked by Snapcaster Mage next turn. That's my reasoning. Can't be countered. So they scry 2 and draw 2. They bottomed both cards that they scried. Alright. I think all things considered, we're in a pretty good position. We have 2 Spell Quellers. We have a good clock here. Spell Queller can counter a Supreme Verdict. Speaking of, okay, yeah, I think we got this one. So we're attacking for 2, 4, 6. This would be, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're 1 point away from lethal here. So I think we just hold up Spell Queller and that's that. Opponent has 7 cards. That's a little scary. And timely reinforcements. So we attacked last turn for 9. Wait, no, we had 9 damage if we played 2 creatures. My biggest concern is Path to Exile on the Spell Queller with Supreme Verdict under it. Our spirits do have flash. So I think we play Mausoleum Wanderer here. And then counter the timely. Then we hold up Rattle Chains for removal on the Spell Queller. think I'll play Mausoleum Wanderer here. This might be a mistake. They fetch in response. Okay, that resolves. Now we'll sack Mausoleum Wanderer unless they pay 2. Okay, the tokens we don't care about. And they're tapped out. Do we just play another flyer here? Go to our turn. Two, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Swing for lethal. Nice. Alright, 1 second. So I think for blue-white control, we do want Rest in Peace. And I think we probably can cut either Spectral Sailor or maybe the Shacklegeists. I think cutting the 2-drop for the 2-drop is appealing. This way our curve stays the same. Unfortunately, gotta mull this. We have to. Can't cast any of our spells. This is a lot of lands. But it does have a cavern. I think I'm gonna keep this. We can bottom the Hallowed Fountain. Questionable keep. Not a very fast clock, but it does have Cavern of Souls, Rest in Peace. Cavern Name Spirit. Play the Wanderer. Ship the turn. Opponent opts and they put a card on top of their library. Then draw that card. Okay, here we have a choice of Unsettled Mariner or Rest in Peace. I think we go for Mariner here. Try and buff the Mausoleum Wanderer. Nothing too juicy in the graveyard just yet for Rest in Peace. Attack for 2. Okay, Field of Ruin likely goes after Cavern, if I had to guess. Well, let's go aggro here. Supreme Phantom was a perfect draw. Attack for 6. There's Snapcaster. Certainly not worth it to counter this opt. So they bottomed the card and then drew a card. Got there. Here we go. It'll either be a 4-1 or a 3-2. We'll know after this match. See what kind of hand we get. Jeskai Kiki, we had somebody in here asking about that deck earlier. Have to mull this. This looks like a keep. And I think we can bottom one of these Selfless Spirits. Could be wrong about that. I could be undervaluing Selfless Spirit. Prismatic Vista. There's not that many decks in Modern that can run that card or that play that card. Any changes that you've made to the list with the new set or recently? Just curious. I cannot remember the name of the card, but it's a okay, Valakut's Awakening. I think that was a late addition to Jeskai Kiki combo. Ooh, Rip Apart. Yeah, that card is nasty. That card is really good. Very versatile. can hit enchantments too. I haven't tried it in any decks yet. I haven't really updated anything from the new set. I'm kind of down on the new set. It looks kind of, um, I don't know. I think I'm kind of taking a wait and see approach. Okay, Sprite Dragon. So this must be Jeskai Prowess. What it looks like. So Seachrome Coast is actually sneaky good here. Grixis Luris Control. Okay. That's a really heads up call there. So I think we have to get Aether Vial down. And we also need to draw land. Okay. Did not know that. I can definitely see the deck getting more exposure and seeing a bit of a resurgence, that being the case. Archmage Charm. Well, not the first time that's happened. Such a good control card. Alright, land off the top. Nope. Guess we'll pass the turn here, holding up Rattle Chains. Certainly don't like giving my opponent access to uncounterable Luris. Or instant speed Luris, for that matter. So I think I'm supposed to take this damage. Flash in a Rattle Chains here. Maybe it doesn't resolve? Cryptic command. Counter draw. You got it. Still no third land. Let's just play Spectral Sailor here. I'm probably going to end up chump blocking with it. Just to buy us time. Yeah, just another land. I'll block before they Snapcast or Archmage Charm steal my Spectral Sailor. How are we gonna get back into this game? What's this? Snap Charm? Opponent now up to 5 cards in hand. They're keeping Aether Vial on 2. Okay, here I can play Rattle Chains. Absorb 5 or trade with Snapcaster. I'm blocking Sprite Dragon here. Still trying to hit my third land. Hey JP, welcome in, pull up a chair and help us win. We're trying to get that 4-1. No, I need a land. Oh, this is rough. Um, Grixis Luris. control. All right, I'll go ahead and concede. We're just super far behind now. Yeah, they got my turn 1 vial on turn 3. That's what I meant. Help me win. So I guess rest in peace for Snapcasters and Ariok champions for their fatal pushes, lightning bolts. I assume they play lightning bolt. Yeah, they stole my vial. Think I'm cutting Shacklegeist for this matchup. Bringing in Rest in Peace and Ariok champions, cutting Shacklegeist and Spectral Sailor. Oh yeah, where there's black mana, there's usually push. Alright, let's see if if this hand has what it takes to go the distance versus this deck. Turn 1 vial, pass turn. Thought Scour targeting me. They milled over Skyclave Apparition and Rest in Peace. They must have Surgical Extraction. Oh, okay. Yeah, Drown in the Lock makes sense. That makes more sense than Surgical. So that's what they're trying to do. Okay, well, Cavern is actually going to help out big time. In theory, between Aether Vial and Cavern of Souls, we should be okay here. That land was a poor draw. I mean, Drown Lock is extremely, extremely good. Like, the card is extremely good. So, playing around that card is tough. So, I'm debating on playing Spell Queller here for no value. Yeah, I noticed people are starting to hum about that. But there's always something on the chopping block, it feels like. So if we wait too long, they'll know that we have Spell Queller in hand. I think I'm probably better off holding it. Yet another land. So I would assume they run discard spells, but we haven't seen any yet. Um, I guess I'm supposed to Queller that, but they have 4 cards in hand. Feels bad. The green screen is actually it's a product that I purchased, but you can use green poster board. You can use like just green poster board, and then you use a technique called chroma keying it out. Um, it's in your streaming software settings. That's kind of what I was afraid of. They would just have a backup removal spell. Yeah, before I bought this one, I was using a green poster board on a coat rack that I literally taped to the coat rack. It was pretty janky, but it got the job done. Another bolt. Play Shacklegeist. Alright, Shacklegeist, you're my only hope. But JP, the key to good green screen is good lighting. Like you have to have your green screen evenly lit behind you in order for the background to properly disappear when you chroma key it out. Otherwise, it'll look like almost like an old school TV that was left on. Like, yeah, they just have too much removal for me, I guess. It's okay. When I was playing Jund once versus Blue White Spirits, I dismantled them. Like every threat that they put on the battlefield, I was able to one for one until my late game threats took over the game. So we might have hit a bad matchup here. It feels like. Supreme Phantom is just very fragile on its own. And we were never able to get any traction here. I guess they could have another land in hand. Imagine that, more removal. Okay, they finally put Luris in their hand. Gonna snap off this Horizon Canopy. Drogskull Captain, another threat that's pretty fragile on its own. Take 3. Not blocking. If we can string together a few more threats. Okay. I think we have a game. Think we have a game here. During the upkeep, we can tap down the Sprite Dragon. Maybe the Luris, so they don't gain any life here. I'm gonna do that. So at some point we'll probably have to tap down the Sprite Dragon. And not the Luris, which means they'll gain life. Maybe as soon as next turn. Although that depends on what they drew off the Thought Scour. If they drew another removal spell, then we can't do that. Really need Apparition for my next draw. So we take 5 here. Potentially more. They have 1 card left. Okay. Well, this lets us start attacking. What's this? Draw 2 cards. Okay. Yeah, we were doing pretty good. I think we hit a bad matchup here in Grixis control. They seem to have 1-for-1 us out of the game early, and then we're trying to claw back in here. Sorry you forgot the butter that you needed for dinner. Key ingredient to a lot of delicious recipes. So we're just tapping down the Sprite Dragon here, try and buy some time. Yeah, that's what that blue magic guy was saying. This is a spike brew, so not surprised to see that it's picking up steam. They should attack here, right? With Lurrus? Ah, that's rough. Yeah, I can see what you mean there. This would be a good matchup for zombies. All their one-for-one removal spells don't do diddly squat versus zomboys. Stunks. It really is. Like Lurrus was already a great card, and you just put like a bunch of great cards around it. You have all the best interaction in the format. This deck must be fun to play. Phoenix, how are you? Happy Sunday. Hope everything is going well in your neck of the woods. Oh, really? Sorry to hear that. Well, if I can improve your day in any way, I'm gonna try. Yeah, I can understand how that must be a disappointment. In my case, I really haven't spent any of my wild cards on Arena because I think the whole game just gives me like decision paralysis. I don't want to use up all my wild cards and then end up that the deck either falls out of favor or I don't like it anymore or it gets stale. What's this do? Draw 4 cards? Yikes. Oh, nice. A viable taking turns deck exists in Historic. That's pretty dope. It must run Part the Water Veil. Ooh, freshies. Yeah, personally, I don't play Historic or Standard or Pioneer for that matter. I'm just like Mr. Modern guy. Okay. Karn the Great Creator, you mean? Oh. Oh, I never would have guessed that one. Okay, so it's existing deck that was updated with Karn's Temporal Sundering. I don't know what that card does. Pretty cool. We go to 1 here. No, we just die here. Alright, so it's a 3-2. Not too shabby. For somebody that doesn't play spirits a lot, we got back our entry fee, which is pretty cool. 100 play points for our efforts.